And then bounce on the club, we're going to talk about bounce too.
That is the most confusing term in golf.
It is. Well, it's confusing, but if you think of it as bounce causes your club to bounce off the ground and not dig into the ground, that's what it does. So just, yeah, real quick, bounce. Obviously loft, if I hold this straight up and down, that's 54 degrees. Bounce is the relationship between that 54 and the sole. So this has 12 degrees of bounce. So there's my bounce.
Is that a lot of bounce, 12?
It's medium. That's a mid bounce. So if this was angled down even more, that would be like 20 degrees of bounce. It would make it dig in even less.
So 10 degrees, so you need a bigger sole?
Bigger sole and just a bigger angle between the face and the sole. So if this club's 54 degrees, right there it's playing exactly straight up and down. That has 12 degrees of bounce. Well, we usually don't chip with the club straight up and down. It's usually angled a little forward. So if I angle this 2 degrees forward, now it only has 10 degrees of bounce.
Okay.
If I were to angle this club 12 degrees forward, there's no bounce anymore. And if I don't hit it perfect, it's going to dig into the ground. So you got to watch out as you start angling clubs forward. While it does make you make more solid contact, if you hit it all behind it, the more you angle it forward, the more it just digs in, because you'll eventually turn it to where there's no bounce.
So that's your enemy?
Bounce, no bounce can be your enemy.
Okay.
Using bounce properly.
But a pure bounce, the way it is set up, is your friend.
It is.
And then the more you put it, the less of
the
a
less
friend.
effective it is.
Okay.
Now if you're going down grain, like this whole green is down grain right here, you don't need any bounce really, because the club's not going to dig, even if I angle it way forward. If you're going into the green and I angle this way forward,
it'll grab.
It's going to grab. So now when I'm going into the grain, I'm more apt to stand my club kind of straight up and use the bounce so it doesn't grab. But when you're using the bounce right, so we'll make this the first little lesson thing. I don't have to pay that much attention to hit this fairly solid. It literally keeps it from digging in, so that no matter what I do, I hit right on it. I was trying to hit behind that. I think I hit a little behind it.
Even if you miss it, it's still.
Even if you miss it, you pull off a decent shot. Now we don't want to ever let our hands get behind the club head. So when I'm really trying to use bounce, so we're talking about alignment. So if you looked at my alignment toward that flag, I wasn't probably lined up right at it. I was probably open, and then that allows me to use the bounce, kind of like a semi-sand shot, without letting the club get in front of my hands. Does that make sense?